Welcome to another night mode edition of the Mark Jackson Show. I am Mark Jackson. This is my dynamic co-host, my guy Blue. We have some more excerpts of the Patrick Ewing interview that will fully drop on Monday. We're going to give you a little tease of it during this episode, but exciting time, Blue. What you say?
Man, you already know what I got to say. First off, of course, we all excited to see Pat Ewing. We all excited for that interview. It's heat, y'all. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It's so many things I got to say, so let's just get this out. Underdog Fantasy, our sponsors, we appreciate y'all for keeping the lights on. Go ahead and scan the QR code or click the link in the description and use the promo code MARK. They're matching a deposit of up to 100. Pops, what did I say, man? What did I say, man? Jump, man. Ant-Man up to something, man. What's up? What you see, man? It's the new Jordan. What's up?
Still not the new Jordan. I'm witnessing greatness. I'm watching the guy that's in a chase to be the face of the league, playing outstanding basketball, swag on 1,000, and leading his troops on the road. Spectacular performance by the Ant-Man once again. Spectacular.
You used to get buckets like that back in the day, right?
No, I'm not going to be disrespectful. That's not what I do. You got to know your role. No, I did not. Summertime I did. City College in New York City, they know my work offensively. But in uniform in the NBA, my job wasn't to score, and that wasn't my strength.
That's funny because I heard about some stories about you in summertime, about how you got down. So I'm gonna let you slide for now. But later in this episode, I got a snippet for y'all from that Pat Ewing episode. I know how you get down, man. We gonna show y'all. I found out some things about you, so y'all just hold on. We're gonna come back to it. But anyways, man, we watched the new Jordan cook. We watched him cook, man. He needs a new shoe deal. We watched him last series switch shoes halfway through. Tonight came out with tremendous energy and took over, man. What happened? First off, let's start off with the first quarter. What did you see with that aggression and just the readiness of this Timberwolves team?
Well, you know, being a scorer yourself, one thing you don't want to do defensively against a scorer is allow him to get some easy hoops early on. I thought the Denver Nuggets allowed Anthony Edwards to see the ball go through the hoop early on with some easy layups, some fast break points, some cutting, slashing, lay-ins, got a rhythm. And the thing that was most impressive to me, even though he scored early, was he took the challenge. They put him on Jamal Murray, and he basically eliminated, used that body, that upper body strength, that versatility, that athleticism, frustrated him, kept him scoreless in the first half. Just a stellar job of your best player taking the challenge on the defensive end. You say Michael Jordan, he's not Michael Jordan, but one thing Michael Jordan did do, which is similar, was take the challenge and be a great defensive player alongside of carrying his team on the offensive end. So just a great job of setting the tone by Ant-Man.
What about that taunting technical foul, man? What's going on? What are we doing?
You can't do
man?
that. You can't.
What are
Again, we talk about players, we talk about coaches, we got to be able to talk about referees when they make mistakes. That is a bad call, and thank God it didn't affect the outcome of the game, where if you lose by one and you look and that's the reason why, that's unacceptable. He said nothing. He stared at Reggie Jackson, and that was it. That's a technical foul. Later on in the game, Jamal Murray hit a three and was pointing. If that's a tech, which it wasn't, then that should certainly be a tech. It's just the inconsistency of referees making these calls. They have to be better. That's unacceptable. And the wrong call should not have been a technical foul on Ant Edwards. And what I like even there, he knew it shouldn't have been a tech. He didn't overreact. He could have started cussing at the ref and being disrespectful and checking him and telling him how wrong he was. Locked and loaded, understood the assignment, and stayed true to it, which is what you need to do, because you don't need your best player being tossed out of a game or losing his cool because of a call that didn't go his way.
What do you expect, man? This is the new. This is what do you expect, man? He's cut from that cloth. He's not gonna let it get. He's not gonna let nothing get to him. This is the new. We watch. He's 22, man. What more? All jokes aside. At 22 years old, what more does he have to do to be on a Jordan trajectory? Jordan wasn't doing much more than him at 22 right now. Can we just respect this dude? He young.
Here's what Jordan was doing that at 22. So wash your mouth out with soap. Yeah, I didn't. You don't get an argument from me when you say he's cut from the same cloth. I love his mentality. I love his approach. I love the trajectory that he's on. So I'm not disrespecting his greatness and where he's going to wind up. But he's not Michael Jordan. And like I said to you yesterday, the day before, and the day before you get to the exit that says Michael Jordan, you got to pass an exit that says Kobe Bryant. So what are we jumping to? He's Ant Edwards. The guy has won one playoff series in his entire life. Let's slow down, pump the brakes, enjoy the ride, because he's on his way to doing special things. But let's let it play out. You this new generation that want to anoint somebody. Do you realize that Harold Miner was on the trajectory at one point?
Yo, this is my thing, man. I just want to show him some love. Just show him a little bit of love. He's out there. Honestly, what's that face for? What's up?
I'm showing love. I love the dude's game. I think he's a spectacular superstar. I love everything about him. The way he competes, the way he's not trying to make friends, the way he shows respect to. They asked him who's the best player in the league. If that was me, I'd be like me. He said, Joker. Joker's the best player in the league. He gives him credit. Who's the best closer in the league? Jamal Murray. He's giving him credit. I would say me. I love the humility and I love the confidence.
Man, can I get 97 on pump 3? He's gassing them, man. He's gassing these dudes. You telling me he think they're the best and then he comes out with the energy that he came out with tonight? That dude believes he's the best player on the court. What are we talking about?
Hold on. You want 97 on pump 3? What'd you come up with 97?
No, I was thinking about a premium, excuse me.
Okay. I was going to say who asked for $97?
Yeah, my bad. I'm all over the place, man. It's a lot going on. We could get to at some point. Kendrick dropped again. It's a lot of things that's on the slate. So it's a lot of things going on in my mind. So, anyways, when I was watching that first half, I questioned, because I'm all jokes aside, I'm watching Ant-Man. I'm like, yo, could this really be next MJ? All jokes aside, I'm really just watching. And I'm watching the game. I'm like, the sad part is he doesn't have a Scottie Pippen. And as soon as I said that, here comes Karl Anthony Towns joining the game. What did you see from Cat and his presence in this game tonight?
I was impressed with the game plan of starting him defensively on Joker, using that size, that versatility. I love the game plan of defending the Jamal Murray Joker pick and roll by staying with Murray when he gets rid of the basketball, when he stops a little bit, fire back to Joker. So you can tell they had an outstanding game plan, and he was true to it. Picked up some bad fouls, but I thought he was aggressive offensively. He gave them life when they needed a lift offensively, scoring the basketball. Great job. And then also, I can't underestimate, sell short the job that Naz Reid did coming off that bench. And it made a tough decision for Micah Nori, who was coaching in place of Chris Finch as he sat courtside, but made it a tough choice to go back to Karl Anthony Towns as well as he played, because Naz Reid put pressure. Spectacular job overall, and I love the way that they physically wore down Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. And that was done by Ant Edwards, the supporting cast, and Karl Anthony Towns in the supporting cast. And then you was able to switch. They got 3 7-footers to be able to throw at Joker. Ant Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Naz Reid, and Rudy Gobert. And each of them executed the assignment without fouling. Joker had a great day, but he worked. You can tell it. He was worn down. They were picking these guys up full court, making them exert all sorts of energy. And that's what it's going to have to take. I think ultimately what we talked about, the depth of the Minnesota Timberwolves is superior to the depth of the Denver Nuggets. At some point, Michael Malone is going to have to find somebody on that bench, and more than somebody, a couple of somebodies, that's going to give life and give a breather to the starters.
Yeah, man, you talk about that. Well, not literally big three, literally big three for the Timberwolves. Those dudes, they were putting the beast on Joker tonight. They were handling business and making it tough on him. He looked exhausted at times. I wonder how serious is this loss for the Nuggets?
It's serious. I mean, they can still win the series and win a championship. So you don't overreact. They got to make some adjustments. But it is serious because this is a legitimate threat to the Denver Nuggets and what they're trying to accomplish. If you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, who was in a series against the Denver Nuggets and was leading 75% of the series, leading in scoring, and now you bring in the Minnesota Timberwolves, a different animal, a talented, deep basketball team that has size, versatility, a home run hitter at the perimeter, solid play at the point guard position. They got pretty much everything, and they've been consistent all year long. Now all of a sudden, they know what the Lakers did not do, and they are equipped to do exactly what the Lakers didn't do. High percentage offense, take care of the basketball, and make the Nuggets work. And then defensively, they are an elite defensive team. They've been the best all year long with their entire cast. So they create a lot of problems. It's not over. But like Michael Malone said after the game in the post-game interview, they're going to have to regroup and figure some things out.
Yeah, man. If I'm the Lakers, I'm feeling a little bit some type of way because I feel like I gave them the game plan. I gave them the secret sauce because they figured it out. And the Timberwolves continued what I saw the Lakers attempt to put in place in that last loss that they had. And they did their thing tonight. They did their thing.
An underrated part of the game is Mike Conley. Cool, calm, and collective, runs the offense, controls the flow of the game, and his presence, even when he's not on the court, because he's around, has made Anthony Edwards a trustworthy guy with the basketball. We've seen Anthony Edwards in the past, maybe jack up a bad shot or put his head down and get into the paint and take a reckless shot. He is a legitimate point guard when Mike Conley is out of the game. He's handling the basketball, initiating offense. And again, post-game interview, they talked to him about his teammates missing shots when he throws them the basketball. He said, I'm going to continue to make the right play. If they're open, I don't care. I miss shots. I'm going to make the right play, continue to give them the basketball, put them in position to knock down shots, and we're going to live with it. That's a veteran, savvy mentality.
Yeah. Now, I was watching the game, and I saw the way that the Timberwolves came out in that first quarter, attacking. Then by the end of the game, it seemed for a moment that they ran out of gas. How do you balance from a coach's standpoint, having a young team be excited and ready out the gate and still keeping them reined in and keeping them from hitting a wall?
I looked at it a little differently. I give credit to the Denver Nuggets, a championship team that tried to fight back in. So you expect that as a coach or as a player. This is a championship team with Nikola Jokic, with Jamal Murray, and championship role players. You knew they were going to make a run and chip their way back into the ballgame. What I love most is that if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves and you look at it from their side, they didn't panic. They didn't overreact. And they found a way to make just enough plays to close out a team on the road. It is hard to win games in the regular season. And it is extremely difficult to win games in the playoffs. And on top of that, on the road in somebody else's house with a team that hasn't experienced much playoff success, it was an emphatic statement made by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's only going to give them more and more life as we move forward.
I got to ask you, can Joker play at this pace, the pace that we saw tonight? Is it too up-tempo for him?
I don't think it's too up-tempo. I think the pace is fine. I think the difference is we're used to Nikola Jokic bringing the ball up the floor, nobody pressuring him, taking his time, coming at his pace. Naz Reid was turning him like a point guard drill. He was turning him, so it wasn't as comfortable as it normally is for him, and they kept constant pressure on him, wearing him down, putting him into action, put him in pick and roll action, forcing him to defend the screen and roll action. So they put pressure on him, and he's in great shape. And we're so accustomed to him not being tired, but he was a little worn down towards the end of that game, and you could see the pressure that was put on him physically, the demand that was put on him physically during the course of Game 1.
One guy that I know we're going to need to see more if we expect the Nuggets to win this series is Jamal Murray. And tonight he competed, missed shots. But what do you expect to see from him moving forward, and what can he do to be more effective in this series?
I expect to see him being more aggressive, picking and choosing his spots. But it's you got to give credit to Anthony Edwards, the job he did defensively and the job that those bigs did containing and controlling Jamal Murray coming off those screens, giving Anthony Edwards a second or two to get back into the picture. You're only as good as a perimeter defender playing the pick and roll action as your help. So that big guy helps and extends the play, allows you to get off the screen and get back into the picture. That's solid, outstanding defense. And that's not a round of applause for Anthony Edwards. That's a round of applause for the two guys in the action and the other three guys shrinking the floor and being in position so that Jamal Murray doesn't see land when he comes off that screen. He sees bodies in Timberwolves jerseys ready to defend.
I heard Reggie Miller down the stretch say that Ant-Man is the best two-way player in the league. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Reggie is my guy. I'm the godfather of his son, Riker. I love the family, and they are family. But he's wrong. And he knows he's wrong. But he got caught up in the moment, just like you saying Jordan. He caught up in the moment. There's no knock to Ant Edwards. The best two-way player in basketball is in San Antonio at home. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's Wemby. He's a guy that can go get you.
So is Wemby the best player in the NBA today? Is this what we're doing now?
No, that's not the question, and that's not what you said Reggie Miller said. You said he's the best two-way player. Anthony Edwards is not winning Defensive Player of the Year. Man, we know that, right?
Man, that's tough. If we losing games to the point where we don't make the playoffs, yes, he's defensively the best player in the NBA defensively, yes. But I got to give credit to a dude who is turning this defense into wins. I can't give. Yeah, he's the best, I guess.
Okay, so what are you talking? Imagine if Rudy Gobert averaged 25. He'd be the best two-way player in the game, right?
What happened?
If Rudy Gobert averaged 25 points, he would be the best two-way player in the game.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be a question. So give Wemby his credit.
Yeah, he is, but
I love that. Round
right
of applause
now,
for you.
Only for now though, because the playoff. If Ant-Man ends up winning the championship this year and ends up winning the Finals MVP, I don't want to hear nothing about Wemby. I'm gonna go to bat for Ant-Man. I'm sorry.
If he wins a championship, touche. He's a superstar and on his way to being the face of the league. He is not the best two-way player in the world. That's not a knock.
It's tough, man. This is my thing. You're right. But you're right. Oh, man.
And you're moonwalking. You're moonwalking because you didn't say Reggie said it after they won a championship. He said it tonight. Tonight is when we're dealing with. Right now, is Anthony Edwards the best two-way player in the world? No.
So, man, this is crazy. Let me ask you this. Let me just see. I just want to know the scope of what you're saying. If Michael Jordan was in the league today, would he be the best two-way player in the league?
Absolutely.
Look, this is what I'm talking about. I can't with y'all, man. When did y'all have this secret meeting? Y'all went to the Bohemian Grove or so. Where did y'all go to have this secret meeting and come together and all agree that Michael Jordan is just oh my gosh, what is
it? It ain't even a debate. The guy that you're saying is the best two-way player in the league is not the best defensive player on his own team.
You're right, but we're looking at an all-time great defender on his team also. A dude that's won multiple defensive players a year. You're comparing him to a dude who's a all-time great defender.
We looked at an all-time great defender on Mike's team too, by the name of Scottie Pippen.
That's true.
No excuse.
That's true.
No excuse.
That's true.
But this isn't a bash Anthony Edwards. I don't want to get it wrong. I love his game, and I think he's a super duper star. I love everything about him, and I love the approach that he has. And again, I love his arrogance and I love his humility. He has a heck of a mix, and he's got an incredible, incredible future moving forward. He is going to climb the charts of the all-time greats, and it'll be interesting to see just how far he winds up.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just chopping it up. You look nice tonight. What is that? Lavender? What is that? What is that? No, I'm just saying, we disagree with the Ant Edwards, but you still my pops. I love the fact that was that a little blue light that I see on the corner hitting? That is
it's blue
nice.
for blue. It's blue for blue. You see how I'm doing it? Blue for blue.
That's nice. Nah, I didn't even realize the frame is immaculate tonight, Pop.
Are you done? Are you finished?
Huh?
Are you done?
What? Is that a fresh cut too?
Are you finished? Or are you done?
Wow. Mark Jackson, ladies and gentlemen.
But
Mark Jackson.
real quick, 1 minute. How about Kendrick Lamar and Drake? These dudes
Thank
are
you.
not playing. They are not
Thank you.
playing.
They
They
not
are not
playing.
playing. This brought me back to real hip hop. This brought me back in the days when there was legitimate battles. This is two absolute heavyweights throwing haymakers and trying to finish each other off. And Kendrick Lamar to deliver again. Whew.
Drake, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I got my hopes. I got my hopes on Drake coming through still. But at this point in time, Kendrick is he's doing a lot, man.
I can't call the fight.
I'm not calling the fight.
We're in the middle of the fight, and both guys seem like they got some life. But now Drake's got to respond. But it had me saying Drake.
Oh man, no. We don't got to call the fight, but you can still put your scorecard in when we in the third or fourth round. This is you can still the fight is you can still say who's winning right now.
That's
fight
true.
Is not over.
You'll be Larry Merchant. You just give a Harold Letterman. You give the scorecard as we go along. So.
All right. All right, man. So before we move on, let me ask you, who wins game 2?
I'm going to go with the safe pick. I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets to win game 2. You can't afford to go down 2-0 when you've played 2 home games and now you off to Minnesota for games 3 and 4. I'm going to pick the Denver Nuggets. They're extremely well coached. They're a veteran basketball team that understands the adjustments to make. And I believe that they will execute the adjustments and go to Minnesota with this series tied 1-1.
All right, my pick. I got to go the opposite. I got a feeling for some reason, I think that the Timberwolves got their number. I think they're going to handle business and somehow leave that arena with the second win. Close game, but I think it's going to be a second win coming somehow.
What you predicting Jordan does in game 2?
Oh, you know it. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. He's going for at least, let's see, what's a good number? How much did he have tonight? Let's see. 43 tonight? They're not going to
43, 7 and 3.
Huh?
43, 7 and 3.
Yeah, he's not going for that much again. He'll end up around like 33 points with a win.
That's impressive.
Cat showing up. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Nuggets fans, watch out, man. I still don't like what y'all did to my Lakers, so it's personal. I don't want y'all to win. All right, man. Game 7 on Sunday. We got the Magic and the Cavaliers, man. I need to know, Coach, what's your pregame message? Let's start off with the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers, the message is simple. We've earned the right through the course of an 82-game season that in case we found ourselves in a Game 7 situation, we've earned the right to have the luxury of having it in our building. We're fortunate, and it's the ideal spot. Now let's take care of business and send these kids to bed. It's time to send the kids to bed. We have veterans that have lived for this moment, that have lived in this moment. Now let's take care of business. Let's make sure we don't expect Donovan Mitchell to single-handedly win the ball game. Let's do this thing collectively, and collectively on both sides of the floor. I don't care whether Jared Allen plays or not. Whoever's in uniform, let's make sure we take care of business and leave here advancing because we got a date with the Boston Celtics, gentlemen.
All right, there we go. I like that. Okay, now I need you to step into the shoes of the coach of the Orlando Magic. We in Cleveland. We hopped off the plane, looked around. We in the middle of nowhere on the low, but we in Cleveland on a road game, Game 7. We got to get a win, Coach. What's the message for us?
Dun, 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 dun. You only get one shot. Opportunity knocks once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the moment. You own it. You better never let it go. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Eminem, okay.
Come on, man. What you don't want to do is wake up tomorrow saying what you should have done, what we could have done. That's frustrating. Wake up tomorrow planning the pack to go to Boston. we've proven that when we play with energy, effort, enthusiasm, and force, when we pick up and harass them defensively, that's not their comfort zone. Let's make sure we don't wake up tomorrow with any regrets. I've been there, fellas, and it still bothers me to this day. Finish your breakfast.
That's tough, man. Have you played in a closeout game on the road?
Yes.
Tough?
Extremely tough. I believe I won one, and I lost one in Orlando, I believe. I lost one in Chicago. Orlando was Shaq and that crew, Penny Hardaway and all those great players. And in Chicago, it was Ant Edwards Sr., Scottie Pippen. That wasn't funny. In Chicago, it was Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and that great Bulls team. But it's what you realize is every mistake, every turnover is magnified. It just, you realize every possession matters, and you never know what's going to win. And I can remember in Chicago, it wasn't Michael Jordan, it wasn't Scottie Pippen, it was Tony Kukoc who had a big game, and it was a difference maker. So it's everybody all in and locked and loaded to do whatever it takes to win. But it's nothing like that buzzer ringing, that buzzer going off, and you realizing you're advancing, and that other team is going home, and it could have gone the other way. So it's a fun. You want it to be at home, but you also don't mind being on the road because you're breaking 15 plus 20,000 folks. You're breaking their hearts.
I know you love that.
I was acting a fool, man. I was acting an absolute fool.
Oh, man, that is hilarious. All right. So we need to ask, it's that time. Who is the mama? There goes that man award winner for tonight, Pops.
Again, is this a trick question? Let's all say it together in 3, 2, 1. Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man. He wins the award tonight.
Anthony
43
Edwards.
points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, stellar defense, set the tone, and was absolutely incredible. From the jump to the final horn, he was spectacular. Because of that performance, Anthony Edwards wins the Mama, There Goes That Man award. Salute to the future face of the league and climbing the charts night in and night out.
You why would you say it with me when you know I always say Ant-Man and then you proceed to say Anthony Edwards?
See, that's that selfish mentality of yours. I said say it with me, so I'm not speaking from your standpoint what you would say. Say it with me. Now, if you said say it with me, I would be like, Ant-Man. You see the difference? You see the difference?
How would you do it?
Ant-Man.
All right, man. You threw me off when you said Anthony Edwards Sr. It threw me off for a second. I was like, wait, Anthony Edwards Sr. I'm like, who's this dude talking about?
I saw you sitting there with a straight face, like not having a clue what was going on.
Yeah, I was trying to listen. I'm going through the roster in my mind. I'm like, Anthony Edwards Sr. I'm like, who is this? All right, man. So, we here. And I told y'all earlier on the episode that it was going to come a point where I had some footage for y'all. And we over here at the Mark Jackson Show are going to give y'all an exclusive look. And we're going to give a sneak peek, leak our own little footage. So let's tell a little story about when my pops was making moves, man. Go ahead and show the footage.
I'll tell you a story. So, he gets traded to the Clippers. So, we're playing, I think it might have been preseason, we come out here to play. And, he comes to pick me up at the hotel. We're going to go out to get something to eat. We're going to go to Janet Jackson was having a party. We're going to go to the Janet Jackson party. So we go out to eat. First of all, he doesn't know his way around out here. He's a New York guy, playing out here in LA. He doesn't know his way around. So we're going out to go eat. He's stopping and asking folks directions. We didn't have the phones back then. Put in your your navigation system and all that. You get where you're going. So he asking folks, and I'm like, Jack, we are in LA. This is like, carjacking capital of America.
Yeah.
You stop and asking people like that we're going to get jacked. So I'm all nervous now. You keep stopping asking. So we go out, we eat, and now it's time to go to the concert. I'm like, you know what, man? Just take me back to the hotel. Take me back to the hotel. I don't think I want to go to have you ask about 50 more people.
You wasn't comfortable with
them? No. But I just think the type of person that he is.
Yeah.
He is down to earth. He is. I joke with him about being a Juice King, but he's true. He's real, and I think that real see real. I'm real and he's real, and I think that that's how we clicked. And I saw the type of person that he was, not only just as a player but also as a man, and I think that that's the reason why. And then of course just talking trash about each other's college days and the things that we did against each other. I think all of those things, was the icebreaker. And your family was great. I think that all of those things, got us to be a lot closer.
But hold on, this guy here. Think about it, I'm from New York City. We come to LA at that time once a year, playing for the Knicks. So now I'm playing for the Clippers and I'm taking out my guy. This guy here goes, after we eat, we're headed to the concert and we're getting ready to have a good time, go hang out in the streets of LA, which everybody looks forward to. I look towards, he's basically nodding off. What the heck is going on? So I'm like, he looks at me one time, he opens his eyes, he's like, oh, let's go back to the hotel. I'm not, me being the consummate, sacrificial dude and giving dude, I throw him a lob thinking he sees in my eyes that I'm ready to turn up in the streets of LA. Yeah. I said, if you don't want to go, we don't have to go. This is good. All right, let's go. I am sitting there, I've never been so mad at somebody in my life, man.
Hey, I did not hear about, I kept hearing about that night for the longest until he met your mom. and until he met your mom, I heard about that, man. I could have Janet Jackson. I could have been Janet Jackson.
You was looking for Janet Jackson?
Yeah, he was like that. She could have been my wife. Until he met your mom, he used to bring that up every day.
What's going on? You was on the hunt for an R&B singer? You just wanted any singer? I'm glad I made it here.
St. Patrick.
He chose it right. I threw him the lob on that one.
Thank you. Oh,
you man. Supposed to tell that story.
I wouldn't be here without Patrick Ewing. That's crazy.
Oh, my control.
Hey, he chose the right one. He chose the right one. He got all these beautiful kids and grandsons.
Yes. Oh, man. But I will tell you, loyal, tremendous human being, unselfish, giving, loving, caring, brilliant. It's a pleasure to have played alongside of him and be in battles with him. I tell you this, and I told you this before. If you told me I can pick any coach in the history of the world that I didn't play for, to play for a day or a year, what have you, I can pick any coach, any sport, and I've had the honor to play for them without question, and it ain't even close. My choice would be Coach John Thompson, because I watched how he conducted y'all, I watched how he loved y'all, I watched how he protected y'all, and it was inspiring. Talk about playing for him and what he meant to you.
Coach Thompson, he meant the world to me.
That's how you giving it up? Oh, man. I don't even usually go through the clips like that, but I watched that clip so many times. I'm like, this dude was wilding. This dude.
Man.
Let me know. That's how you was giving it up back in the day?
You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn.
What did you learn? My mother is an R&B singer. What did you learn? You live and you learn what? How to be better? You worked on your game and
Live the blessed life, man. I live the blessed life.
all right, man. Wow.
But great stories and great times from Patrick Ewing. And
Yeah.
I wish you wouldn't have shared that one. When you said me making moves, I thought you were going to show me make spin move behind the back pass or something crazy. I didn't know.
Nah, not those. We seen those moves. We know those moves. I need to see the other moves when you get in your back. You know, we saw you at the phone. I need to see you. Yo, Janet, let me holler at you for a sec. I need to see like that. I need to see that bag. Like, get.
But let me share something real quick.
What's up?
I read some comments today, which I never do, but I read some comments. And some people mad because I picked the New York Knicks to lose against the Indiana Pacers. And I don't care who wins or who loses. I played for both teams, and that doesn't even matter. I analyze who's playing well, who has the advantage. I look at everything, and then I make a determination on who I think is going to win the series. The same way I analyze who is the greatest Knick of all time. And people got upset. Charles Oakley made the statement that Jalen Brunson is the best Knick in the last 20 years. I got on the phone today to make sure I wasn't out of line. And somebody closer than anybody in the comments still consider me their guy. Even though I picked Pat Ewing, even though I picked the Pacers to win. That's Jalen Brunson's dad. I talked to Rick Brunson today. And Rick Brunson, in discussing with him the greatest Knicks, said, let me tell you something. Pat Ewing was my hero growing up. He was my absolute hero growing up. And then he said something. He said, Patrick Ewing is the greatest New York Knick of all time. And it ain't even close. He said people forget quickly. And that's Jalen Brunson's dad. Giving props to Pat Ewing. Put some respect on that man's name. And get out of my comments with your crazy comments.
yo, you turned into the old man on the porch just now.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is?
What?
Kendrick and Drake, man. I'm checking some folks.
Yeah,
It's the season.
know,
it's the
man.
season.
I don't know, man. Mercury and Gatorade or something. I don't know what's going on.
Get off my lawn.
Nah, man. That's good. You low-key just flexed on me, the comments. I told y'all, though, I would get him to be in the comment section. You know, early in the episode, for y'all that's been here since the beginning, he used to never look at the comments. Now, I be telling him, like, yo, it's rocking. Go check it out. So he's in there. Go like. I see you pointing at me, but you got to just wait 1 second. Just wait. Go like. Yeah, it's the Mark Jackson show. My name Mark Jackson, too. Relax, Pop.
Yeah, Mark Jackson, too.
Yeah, see? Bars. But anyways, as I was saying, go like and comment right now. Now, anyways, what's up, Pops?
No, I was going to say, outside of those comments, I want to show love to the people that are absolutely, showering love and affection and appreciation in the comments. We see you and we appreciate you.
That's right. And like I said, go like and comment right now since we're talking about it. Don't forget, man. We appreciate y'all. And also, shout out to our sponsors, Underdog Fantasy. Go ahead and scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Play the Pick'em game. That's our favorite. We appreciate y'all.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Mark Jackson Show, the Night Mode Edition. I'm Mark Jackson. This is my guy, the Dynamic One, Blue. We thank you for your love and support. Continue to support us, subscribe and like. We certainly appreciate it. Remember, have a plan, make a plan, and then execute it. Old man said, how does a project get behind schedule a year? And the answer is day by day. Stop procrastinating. Execute the game plan and be determined to make it happen. Blessings.